How you doing? Want to tell you a story about two Boryses, me and my sister, and the two different places we wound up in life. We were both grieving our father as middle schoolers, and we're both flunking out of school. We're both not fitting in well, and we're both struggling. And I speak for myself. I was having trouble finding a way to get out of bed and to get up in the morning, and I'm sure she was in a very similar boat. But what saved me was sports. I tried out for the football team, and I was the worst kid on the middle school football team, but that didn't matter. The coaches, the players, all supported me. We had a slogan, Brothers Forever. And it wasn't just something you put on the back of a t shirt, it's something that they really believed in. And I remember running the warm up lap and couldn't make it. I was too fat. I was dry heaving, and my goodness, it was the hardest thing. I felt like I was on the Baton Death March. And our captain, this kid Jason, came and rescued me. Well, not rescued me, but dragged me across the finish line against my will and just wouldn't let you quit. And through that sport, I learned discipline. I learned about family. I learned how hard work. I learned how to overcome adversity. And guys like my line coach, John DeLuca, taught us the important phrase, the lineman's prayer. We work the hardest, we're known the least, but who cares, for we owe the reason. And we learned that working as a team, working as a family, you combine to create something greater than you could ever on your own. And I owe everything in my life to these wonderful lessons. And when my mother passed away and I was on my own, it was that family, that football family, that came and supported me and got me through high school, got me through college, and, you know, kept me out of the gutter, kept me from going into a van down by the river, and, allowed me to have a life. My sister, when she was in middle school, she tried out for the eighth grade soccer team and the eighth grade basketball team. She got cut. Those sports had cuts. Football didn't have cuts. You could be the worst person in the world. You're on the team and you can work your way up. She got cut, and that was it. Especially, it was heartbreaking for the eighth grade basketball team. Uh, she was the ninth kid. They kept eight, five play, and you couldn't have kept nine. Was that too much stress for the coach? And I've always wondered about that. And so, kind of inversely, she learned nothing. She didn't have those great lessons, those great people, those great mentors, those amazing experiences that I did. She was cut. That was it. And she got more and more into drugs and alcohol, and more being the class clown and cutting class and doing self destructive things. Um, and never had anything to balance that out. There's nothing wrong with making jokes and having fun, but it was to the extreme. And she barely got out of high school, did not go to college, never got on a career path, never found her niche in life. And the problem with drugs and alcohol persisted. And by the time she was 35 years old, she drank herself to death. She died from liver and kidney failure. And it kind of all goes back to that episode in middle school. Had she been on that team, had she had those great mentors, uh, those heroes that I did, would her life have been different? And of course, that's why we do this. That's why we do sports, is that we're trying to help kids find a way in this crazy world. We're trying to teach them lessons about life. Yes, we desperately want to win those games. Let's keep it real, but we're trying to make them great people. Because the lessons that we learn on the field translate directly, and I mean directly, to family, to work, career, to you name it. All the ingredients are the same. And that's why we're looking forward to this season coming up, because we're going to have a lot of great lessons. We're going to teach the kids a lot of great things about life, how to become great men. And will it be a successful season? We won't know till about 10 years from now, when we look at those boys who will then be men, and there'll be fathers, husbands, career people serving their community. And then we'll find out if they learned the lessons, if they internalized it, and are they passing it on to others. Can't wait.